Don't guard past the three-point line. Look at right here, okay? Ball, this away from the ball. You're not guarding past the three-point line. You're another step in, back to the baseline. So when this player comes this way, I'm in the gaps. There's no place for him to go. Stunt, recover. But look, you're out past the three-point line, so now there's a driving lane this player should never have. That draws help at the rim and a dunk. So the problem with drop coverage, these passing angles are so easy for the skip pass. Look at this. So you drop the big right here, all right, fight over the top. Now you're giving Luka Doncic the lane. You're giving him passing angles. This backside defender has to step up. But this skip pass is so much easier to make because now I've let Luka Doncic inside the three-point line. And you can see it doesn't give that player nearly enough time to get back out, and it leads to a catch-and-shoot three. So look at the difference here, all right, if I'm hedging. All right, here comes the hedge right here. Ball screen gets set. This big is up, pushing Luka Doncic out this way. Now this backside defender can come from right here, and he just has to step over a little bit. If a skip pass is made here, he has plenty of time to recover back out. And you make Luka Doncic's passing angle on these skip passes much more difficult to make. The backside defender has to come over from a far, has to cover far less real estate in coming over. Okay, and you're good. But when you just give up Luka Doncic, give him the lane, those skip passes are so easy to make, and it's three. Stop giving Luka Doncic the lane. You're again in drop coverage here where you drop the big and fight over the top. So I'm just giving Luka Doncic the lane right here. You put this big in a horrible spot right now. What is he supposed to do? Commit to the ball? Then this lob's wide open. Does he commit to this player? Then this is wide open. So this defender now feels like he has to come over and help, and it just leads to a kick-out three right here. Catch and shoot, easy. Again, why are we giving Luka Doncic the lane? Here comes the ball screen. Get up. Push him out this way. Okay? Now, again, my backside defender can come from, okay, I'm up. I push him this way. Now my backside defender can just creep up a little bit right here. Okay? All right? And I'm good. But I've kept Luka Doncic out this way. I'm not letting him go this way. Okay? And again, the Mavericks spacing is such that my backside defender is basically already sitting here on the roll. But you give Luka Doncic the lane, and, I mean, what do you think? Bad things are going to happen. Again, stop running drop coverage. You run drop coverage right here. So look what happens. They screen this player, and then they're going to screen this player. So now there's really nothing you can do. They screen the guard fighting over the top, obviously, and then they screen the big dropping right here. So now there's really nothing you can do because Luka Doncic is too low, and it's a two-shot foul. So again, hedge. All right? Let's take a look at what happens here. Ball screen is set. This player's up. So you're pushing him out this way. Now, again, you're just walking right into this backside defender right here. He can step up. If the skip pass is made from all the way over here, this defender that went in backside help can easily recover. But you give Luka Doncic the lane, and now you let these back-to-back ball screens get set, and it's a two-shot foul. Where are you bringing Luka Doncic defensively? So you switch this ball screen. Okay, look at this. I have a defender right here in the gap. Force him to the middle of the floor. There's no place for him to go. If I let him go this way, I take him away from the teeth of my defense, and now he's able to get right to the rim. Bring him into this defender into the gap. But you let him go away from where the teeth of my defense, and now the help comes at the rim. It's far too late, and it's 2 points. You're trapping a ball screen like this. Okay, first of all, the pressure's got, look, you're trapping right here. Okay, so one, you got to get up. Okay, get up into Luka Doncic, so those skip passes are harder to make. Number two, why is nobody coming towards the roll? Okay, like you cannot. As soon as they pass through this, we're done. Okay, we got players standing 2 passes away here and here. Okay, so right here, this player needs to get, like right now, you're trapping, the back line needs to know. Okay, so I'm trapping. So right now, this player's got to get up. Okay, and that's why you got to pressure up, so these skip passes are a lot harder to make. Okay, this player pressures up here. This player can kind of roam the baseline over here and go where the ball goes. Okay, or this player can be in back again, or if you want this player to be in backside help, okay, boom, you got to get up. This player now can kind of roam the baseline and guard both players 2 passes away. But you first have to get up and pressure more, so those skip passes are harder to make, and someone's got to move into this backside area. Look at, nobody's moved to guard the man rolling, okay? Like right now, deny 1 pass away. Right now, deny 1 pass away. Right here, we can roam the baseline and kind of guard both players 2 passes away. The pressure has to get up more. But when you let them pass through it this easily because you don't rotate, now look, now the defense is scrambling, and it's going to eventually lead to a wide open catch-and-shoot 3. This is in transition. You don't get to random spots on the floor. You get back to bodies, okay? Look at this right here. We got 2 people guarding right here. There's got to be communication. Lauri Markkanen, well before I can even see him in the picture, needs to communicate, okay? I got this player here. So Caris LeVert early on knows, okay, then I got to go find another body. So he should be already moving over here, okay? But again, in transition, because there's no communication, we have 2 people guarding 1, so nobody's guarding right here, and it's just going to lead to a wide open catch and shoot 3. That's deplorable. On a pick and pop, you have to stunt and recover. So the Cavs actually do, hedge this ball screen, thank God. But again, there's got to be backside help. There's absolutely no backside help on this pick and pop. So right now, okay, you can see a pick and pop coming. This player needs to cheat up, okay? Because when this pass gets made here, he's got to stunt just to give Kevin Love a little bit more time to recover, okay? He's got to stunt and then recover back. And now Kevin Love has time give Kevin Love an extra beat of time to get back on the recovery, okay? But look what happens here. There's absolutely zero backside help with this defender right here. So now Kevin Love's never going to have time to recover back out, okay? And what happens? It's just, again, there's no stunting and recovering. It's just wide open catch and shoot 3. You hedge this ball screen, but the backside help doesn't get there. Look at this. Why? Like right now, the screen's getting set. Why is this player not moved? Right? Ball screen's getting set. You got to get up. If you allow the pass, the roll to get made when you hedge, you're screwed. Okay? Like right here. Look at this. You've got to get up so this pass can't get made. We're not worried about Luka Doncic making the skip pass all the way over here. That's a difficult, really difficult pass to make, and this player should intercept it anyways. You have got your first responsibility is to take out the roll, because this player's now 2 passes away. But if he hits the roll, the player becomes 1 pass away. And the backside help is late. So now look, now this player here goes from 2 passes away to 1 pass away, okay, and that causes all sorts of scrambling, and it leads to an open 3. Can't cheat the screen early. Look at this guard right here. Make Luka Doncic use this screen. Okay, when you start anticipating early, you let him refuse the screen and get right into the lane. Look at this Cavs defender there. See how he's cheating the screen early? Okay, well, now you're going to give Luka Doncic a wide open lane, and it's going to be an easy 2. You cannot cheat a screen early. Dribble handoff. This is not how you defend a dribble handoff. Look at this. The big is doing his job. Dribble handoff comes, you let him through, and you meet Luka Doncic on the other side. When you go over the top of a dribble handoff, now you're behind the play. So now look, now that draws help here, okay, and we have all sorts of problems. The defense is going to end up scrambling, and it's going to lead to a wide open 2. All of that gets prevented if that guard just goes through the dribble handoff as opposed to over the top, because the big gave him space to go through. Okay, this is helping when you absolutely don't have to. So Caris LeVert does a nice job. He's going to bring him to the gap help, right? Look at how you bring him to the gap help. So now Luka Doncic's dribbles picked up all the way here. So we're good, right? Caris LeVert is fine guarding Luka Doncic right now. What is this defender doing? You're helping at the rim for absolutely no reason. Stay out to the three-point line. You're just in total no man's land. Caris LeVert's guarding the ball just fine, okay? You're coming over here to do I don't know what, and you're just going to leave your man wide open at the three-point line, and it's an open catch-and-shoot 3. And you're anticipating the screen. You're cheating the screen. Look at this defender. Look at this defender right here guarding the ball. Look how he's going to anticipate the screen and not make Luka Doncic come off the screen, okay? Look how he's cheating the screen, how he leans this way. So now Luka Doncic is able to get into the lane. Now he's drawing help. Now there are people wide open at the three-point line, and it leads to an easy catch-and-shoot three. Again, drop coverage allows this. You're dropping the big right now, fighting over the top. So this player has the lane. So what are the Mavs going to do? They're going to go, look at this. See how they go screen the big dropping? So now it just leads to an easy little layup. Again, let's take a look. What if we hedge? Okay? Now that can't happen. Now I'm up. I'm pushing this defender to the sideline. Okay? I have an easy tag right here in backside help. Okay? Easy. If swing pass gets made, quickly can recover. Okay? Or if I want to, my backside help can come from right here. Because again, we've pushed him towards the sideline. This skip pass is tough to make. If it does get made, then you should easily be able to recover. So I have multiple people who can be in backside help. Okay? But I can't give up the lane. Because now look, now they're just going to screen the big dropping, and it's an easy two. Can't miss this gap assignment. This is too easy. All right, you're already there too. Oh, well, okay, again, shell drill. Ball's at the top of the key right now. I should be dropping much closer to the elbow with my back to the sideline. Again, now there's no place for this player to go. I can easily just stunt. I don't have to move. I can just stunt, recover easily. But you're not in the gaps at all, so you give up a driving lane that should never be there, and it leads to an easy two. You have to show on these down screens, all right, what is Lauri Markkanen doing? You see your man setting a screen here. Get up, attached and show. So this player can't curl, right? If I show, I force him out, and this chase is going to get there in time, okay? But when you sag off, don't stay attached and show coming off a down screen. You let the man curl, and it's just going to lead to a wide open jumper. Again, drop coverage, so they run a down screen, and then they're into drop coverage, right? Or the Cavs are into drop coverage. Drop the big, fight over the top. Here, again, you're just giving this guard the lane. What's the problem with that? Is look at how this backside defender's got to come all the way down here. You're putting this backside defender in a horrible spot. He's got to come all the way down here and then recover in time to take his man. So, and this skip pass is easy to make. So what's going to happen here is there's a deflection right here, but because this player isn't ever able to get out to his man in time, now his man is able to just fly through right here, okay, catch the deflection, and lay it in. So again, if we hedge, we keep guards out of lane, and it gives our backside help much clearer time. So right here, you're up, you're pushing this player this way. The backside help is already, you're walking right into the backside help. The backside help doesn't even have to move, okay? And I'm pushing that guard out towards half court, okay? And again, the backside defender's literally standing still. He doesn't have to move at all, okay? So now if a skip pass is made here, it's an easy recovery. But again, you're in drop coverage. You give up the lane. That backside defender's now in a horrible spot. He's not able to get out to his man, and it leads to two. You cheat the screen early, that's a problem, all right? If you're going to get screened, make Luka Doncic use this screen, okay? Look what happens here, all right? See how this player is trying to get over the top and cheat the screen early? That allows for an easy ball screen refusal. Now that forces help right there and an easy lob dunk. A god-awful box out, so Luka Doncic is going to take a fadeaway here. Watch this defender right here, okay? Shot goes up. Don't stand still. Go find your player and box him out. Go find your player and box him out. Because when that happens, these players have no chance of getting the offensive rebound. Okay? But when you look at this, when you just stand still like this and don't find your man, see, you haven't even found your man to get into his jersey and box him out. Now you allow these players to leak in from behind, okay? Get an easy tap, and it leads to a dunk because you didn't box out your man. Drop coverage is just atrocious. Look at this. You're just giving Luka Doncic the lane. You're fighting over the top. You're dropping the big. So I'm just giving Luka Doncic the lane, and it's just easy too. I mean, what on earth? Okay? So let's back it up. You should be hedging. You should never be giving Luka Doncic the lane. I am up. I'm pushing him out this way. This backside defender just needs to slide in a little bit. slide up a little bit to be in backside help. Okay, if a skip pass is made here, he'll have easy opportunity to recover. Okay, or I can have my backside defender come from right here because, again, this skip pass is difficult to make, and I should be able to recover on the air time of that pass because the distance of the skip pass is so much longer. But you're in drop coverage here, okay? So you just give Luka Doncic the lane, and it's an easy 2 points. Okay, so we take a look at what's going on right here with Luka Doncic. So one, this defender's doing a good job of forcing him to the middle of the floor. Now, again, they've cleared out this part of the floor for the most part for Luka Doncic to go one-on-one. So in that case, we can always double, right? This player can always just step up here, and now there's a second defender. This player slides over a little bit. If a skip pass is made here, he can get out, and we X out right down there. The other thing, of course, we can do is why is Kevin Love's back to the sideline, okay? Like right now, he should be in the gaps, right? This player's forcing him to the middle. If you don't want to double, then you got to be in the gaps. Kevin Love's got to be right here, back to the baseline. So there's no place for Luka Doncic to go. I can stunt without moving my feet inward. I'm already there. I can just stunt, and I can recover back out to the three-point line on the airtime of that pass without giving up a catch-and-shoot three. Okay? But no one doubles on this clear out. Kevin Love isn't into the gaps. So this player is forcing Doncic to the middle of the floor, but there's no gap defender. There's no double team and an X out. So it's just, again, right to the rim for an easy 2. If you're going to three-quarters the post like this with backside help, all right, you've got to help the helper. Right now, there's no debate. Kevin Love's got to get on the inside hip of this defender right here because this player's going to go double, okay? And then, again, if a skip pass is made, I guess you rotate. This player rotates here, and then Kevin Love can then rotate up, okay? But look what happens. There's no helping the helper here. This player goes to double. There's no one to take his man, so it's a dunk. Now, what I would rather do is instead of three-quartersing the post, I would play behind, all right, and dig hard in the post. See, if I'm playing from behind here, now I can get halfway. I'm halfway between the ball and my man. So now I force Luka Doncic to the middle of the floor, and I can stunt, and I can recover, or dig and recover, whatever, okay? But when you double team from the baseline, you better help the helper, and when you don't do that, this happens. Down screen comes, you have got to get attached and show. Here's the down screen. What is Lauri Markkanen doing? You have got to get attached to your man and show so that this player has to go out more and it allows this chase to happen. When you don't show, this curl now happens. Look at this. See how he's able to curl? So now look at this defender. That chase doesn't work because you let him curl. And now he's able to get right into the lane, and it draws a 2-shot foul for Dallas. Drop coverage is deplorable, so you let you fight over the top, so this guard's well behind the play, and you drop the big and put him in a no-win situation. If he commits towards the ball like he's about to do, this lob's open. Okay? If he stays towards, if he doesn't commit towards the ball, then Doncic is just going to get a layup. So what happens? Lob dunk. All right, again, please hedge. Please keep Doncic out of the lane. Up. Push him this way. The backside defender's right here. So there's it's easy. You're walking right into the backside defender. Okay? But you got to push him out of the lane so the backside defense can do its work. Okay? When you just give up the lane, now the backside defense is in a tough spot, and it's a lob dunk. Whether you're in drop cover or hedging, look at this. You've got to fight over the top of the screen. You cannot bulldoze the screener. You've got to fight over the top, okay? Especially in drop coverage, you always have to fight over the top, okay? You can't bulldoze this. Look at this. You're going to bulldoze this. No. Get over the top. You drop right here, okay? I would really prefer that you get over the top and hedge so that you have backside, and your backside help is right there. I mean, the roll man's walking right into my backside defender. Okay? But you're always fighting over the top. You cannot bulldoze the screener like that because Dallas is in the bonus and it's 2 shots. So all this looks like a pretty terrible switch. You got Lauri Markkanen now defending Luka Doncic. All right? So again, That's a terrible switch. Lauri Markkanen needs to bring him to the middle of the floor. And either I have a gap defender right here who can stunt here, cut off the driving lane, recover, or I can double team because they've cleared out this part of the floor. So you've got to force him to this part of the floor because now I can double right here. This player can just slide down here. If the skip pass gets made over here, it's just slide over here. This man doubling goes over here, right? But I have to keep him to the middle of the floor, all right? That's where the double team comes. That's where my gap defender is, right here. Okay, if I let him go this way with no double team or a late arriving double team, Lauri Markkanen is just going to get put on skates, and it's going to lead to an easy 2. Top coverage, again, is horrible. Okay, so they drop the big a little bit higher, but you're still giving Luka Doncic this area here. Okay, so you do drop the big higher, but I'm still giving Luka Doncic too much space. And look, it's just going to lead right into one of his step-back threes. Also, the guard's getting screened here, trying to fight over the top. Okay, so it's just it's a disastrous ball screen defense. So again, here we go. Ball screen is set. I'm up, right? I am pushing Luka Doncic out towards half court. Now my backside defender here can step up. If a skip pass is made all the way over here, it's an easy recovery because Luka Doncic is being pushed toward the sideline. But instead you run drop coverage and it's a mess. Again with drop coverage. Look at this. So you're dropping the big right here and fighting over the top. So again, you're just putting this big's now in a 2-on-1. Because again, this backside defender can't really slide over all the way because the skip pass is too easy to make. The passing angle is too easy. So you end up just giving up a lob dunk. So again, stop going into drop coverage. Okay, again, so the ball screen gets set right here. I'm up. I'm pushing Luka Doncic this way. My backside defender can just skip over here and tag. Or again, my backside defender can slide up here. And if a skip pass is made all the way there, easy ability to recover. But the way the Mavericks are spacing the floor, the backside defenders are there. They don't have to move that much. Okay? But you run drop coverage, everything becomes more challenging, and it's a dunk. That's why you defend with your back to the basket, not to the sidelines. Look what happens when you're defending this way, with your back to the sideline, as opposed to getting underneath the offensive player and have your back to the baseline. Is that, one, you have no idea what's going on with the ball, right? Ball you man. The other thing is now you're giving yourself up to getting beat backdoor. And guess what happens? Exactly that. Backdoor and layup. You have to bring the defender to the middle of the floor, okay? Look what happens here. I have a gap defender right here. Force him this way so there's no place for him to go. When you allow him to go this way, there is no gap defender, right? If he comes this way, I can stunt, recover. When I let him go this way, there's nobody in the gaps, so you let him right to the rim for 2. Again, drop coverage, ball screen gets set. Look at this. Again, you're dropping the big higher, but again, there's still this space here. So now Luka Doncic is just going to split right through, and it's going to be an and 1. So stop giving Luka Doncic the lane like this. Get this big up and push him out this way. I got a backside defender that just needs to slide over a little bit right here, and I'm good. Okay? And I'm keeping Luka Doncic out of the lane. But it doesn't matter. If you drop the big higher, you're still giving up this. And that's exactly what happens because you're not hedging, and it leads to an and 1. So again, drop coverage is god-awful. You run this ball screen, and look at this. You allow Luka Doncic to snake dribble and keep this defender on his back. So now look. Now you've just put this big in a horrible spot. 2-on-1. I mean, what's he going to do? And so again, eventually it ends up leading to a 2-shot foul. So, get out of drop coverage. Don't let him snake dribble, all right? Up. Push him this way. This backside defender can slide up. If a skip pass is made all the way here, easy recovery. But you're in drop coverage, so now you're just giving up a 2-on-1, and it's a 2-shot foul for the for Dallas. Same exact thing. You're in drop coverage. You're dropping the big higher, but you're still giving Luka Doncic this space here. Okay, and what does it allow him to do? Patented step-back jumper. Stop running drop coverage on Luka Doncic. Ball screen gets set, up. push him towards half court out of the lane. This backside defender now can step up all the way, okay? And then if a skip pass is made all the way over here, it's an easy recovery. But you're in drop coverage, you give Luka Doncic that space, and that's all he needs for his step back. Sorts of problems in transition here. First of all, Lauri Markkanen can't miss this gap assignment. Look at how close, look, where's his back? It's to the sideline. All right, he should be fully opened up with his back to the baseline and another half step in. So when this player comes this way, he can stunt and recover. The other issue is this player. You've got to get back to the three-point line. See how he's... just because his man's not even in the picture here, he should be getting to right here. And then again, if you're the defender, force him into the teeth of your defense. You got to be calling out, I'm in help, so you know where to send him middle, right? So now if he comes here, there's absolutely no place for him. If he comes here, there's no place for him to go. I got a gap defender here, and I should have this player in the gaps right here, okay? But you send him away from the middle of your defense. Lauri Markkanen is horribly positioned away from the ball, and it allows for a lob dunk. Again, drop coverage. I'm just giving Luka Doncic the lane like this. I drop the big, so I'm giving Luka Doncic all this space to get into the lane. And, I mean, with him, you're giving up points. Again, why am I giving Luka, just handing Luka Doncic the lane? Up, push him this way, hedge. Now my backside defender can get aggressive right here. If a skip pass is made all the way here, easy recovery back. But I'm not just handing Luka Doncic the lane like this because bad things continually happen. So this is a soft hedge, okay? I would much rather hard hedge. What's a hard hedge? You push Luka Doncic out. Kevin Love is up, pushing him out this way. Backside defender can just simply slide up here, and you're good, right? This is more of a soft hedge. Now, the problem is it still makes these skip passes a little too easy. If I'm hard hedging right now, look, I'm up now, and I'm pushing him out this way. This player is closing off this side, so he can't split through. But, okay, fine. So you kind of have more of a soft hedge, but you have to rotate then if a skip pass is made. First of all, this ends up being a pick and pop. So why is this defender just standing in the middle of the floor? Get to this part of the floor. On a pick and pop, the ball gets thrown here, this player is up the line here, and he's just stunting to give Kevin Love time to recover back and recovering. But right here, you're going to try and X out, which is fine, but your rotations have to be perfect, okay? So look at first, the X out here is good. Boom, perfect X out right there. But what's Kevin Love doing? Let's back it up and look at Kevin Love. Watch when this skip pass gets made. He's just kind of standing around, and he's late. Like right now, as soon as this skip pass gets made, Kevin Love needs to know, I need to rotate back to my man. But he just stands around in no man's land. So after one X out's fine, you still don't rotate in time, and it's 3. Okay, so again, Luka Doncic in the post. You cannot let him right now. Okay, he's going to back this player down. You cannot let him make any moves this way because that just lets him get into his step-back jumper quicker. See right here, look at this. I got a gap defender right here. So all you got to do is just angle your body to force him into right here. Okay? Now there's no place for him to go. Right? None. So he's not going to make any dribbles this way. His dribbles are going to be to the middle of the floor, right where I have gap help. Okay, but look what happens. Look how you let him make that dribble right there. That dribble right there away from the gap defender allows him to get into his step-back jumper. Drop coverage again. Look at how much more difficult this is running drop coverage, all right? So you're dropping and you're fighting over the top. So right here, all right, I'm just giving Luka Doncic the lane. And look. Now Kevin Love's got to account for both of these players right here, okay? So now it's just going to be swing, player has to step up, nobody to guard the corner. Look at how much simpler this is if you hedge, okay? Ball screen gets set right up here, all right? Boom. Why am I dropping? I am up, okay? I am pushing Luka Doncic out towards half court. Kevin Love is now easily in backside help, right? We want him sprinting back, but he's easily, if this player rolls, Kevin Love's right here, right? This is Kevin Love's man. Who cares? He's beyond half court. The backside help is right here. The backside help is right here, okay? But you're in this stupid drop coverage where instead of You're keeping Luka Doncic outside of half court when you hedge there. Okay? And the backside help is really easy right here. Okay? But instead, you just give him the lane. Now the defense has to collapse, and everybody's in a terrible spot, and it leads to a wide open catch and shoot three. Again, drop coverage. This is off of a pick and pop, so you run the stupid drop coverage. You drop the big right here. You fight over the top. So I'm giving Luka Doncic the lane, but when you run drop coverage, look at this. There is no backside defender on this pick and pop. So Luka, it's just too easy to a wide open catch and shoot three. So again, this is so much easier if I hedge. Okay? Again, ball screen gets set. Boom. I'm up. I'm pushing him this way. Now this backside defender can cheat up here, okay, and get in this backside help if it's a pick and pop. Because I'm not worried about these players 2 passes away because I have a Cavs player here that can guard 2 players 2 passes away. Okay, but when you let Luka Doncic get into the lane, now those skip passes are a lot easier. There's no backside defender on the pick and pop, and it's a wide open three. Again, stupid, awful drop coverage off this twist screen. So there's your twist screen. I'm still dropping the big and fighting over the top. So I'm just handing Luka Doncic the lane. Huge problem, right? And one. How many times does it have to happen before you change up your ball screen defense? So right here on this twist screen, I'm up, right? I'm pushing this player this way. This backside defender's walking, the roll man's walking right into this backside help right here. And I'm keeping Luka Doncic out of the lane. I'm pushing him to half court. But instead, you run drop coverage. You just hand Luka Doncic the lane, and it's an and one. Back to the baseline, never to the sideline. Look at Kevin Love right here. Okay, why is his back to the sideline? Okay, back to the sideline. Back to the baseline. Okay, because right now, if my back is to the baseline, and I'm just taking a half step inward, now I can dig at this, right? I can dig, recover, and get this dribble picked up now. Instead, you just leave this player on an island going up against Jalen Brunson. There's no post dig whatsoever. So now he's just going one-on-one, back his man down, and an easy little jumper. Horrible box out. Let's take a look. Shot goes up right now. The shot's up. So what's this player doing? Right now you should be getting your butt right into that player, wide stance and boxing him out. Pushing him away from, as far away from the basket as possible. But this is not a box out. I don't know what this is. But when you do whatever that is, you allow for easy tip outs like this. Okay? And it's going to lead a tip out to a wide open three. Don't lean towards the ball screen. All right? You got a ball screen coming right here. All right? Make this player use the ball screen. You cannot start leaning towards the screen early. Look what happens. See how he's leaning towards the screen early? So now that just lets this player refuse it. Okay, and you get right into the lane for an easy 2. All about footwork. Let's take a look at Kevin Love. Why? Look at this. So we're going to stop it right here. Kevin Love should just stop. Right now I'm in the gaps, right? If this player comes this way, I can stunt and I can recover. But look where Kevin Love's going. He's going outward, away from the gap. See? Look at this. See how his footwork? I don't have to move. The key is not having to move. Look how his feet are taking him outward. So now he's late to get into the gaps, and this dribble gets picked up right here, already in the lane. And it's too late, and it's just going to lead to an easy little jumper right there. So again, if Kevin Love's not going out, right? Right now he stops. We're stopping right here, right? We're hands wide. We're seeing both. We're seeing ball and man. Now this dribble gets picked up outside the lane. It's getting picked up out here. So I can easily just jab at this and recover. But because Kevin Love takes his feet outward like that, let's watch it again. Let's actually zoom in. See how his feet are taking him outward? So now he's late to get into the gaps. Where he should be is right now stop right here. Feet down, arms wide, and I'm seeing ball and I'm seeing man. Now the dribble's picked up out here as opposed to already in the lane. Okay, but Kevin Love goes outward, so he's late to get into the gaps, and it's going to lead to an easy little jumper. If you're trapping a ball screen, your backline defense needs to be made aware. So right now, look, if you're trapping this ball screen, you should know that this ball screen's getting set. This player needs to start to cheat over. Okay? I'm not worried about players 2 passes away. I'm worried about players 1 pass away. So now look, this ball screen gets set, you trap. So now Lauri Markkanen should already be up here and denying. Okay? This player can occupy these two players 2 passes away. I'm trapping. Okay? But when you just allow 1 pass away, make it very easy for them to pass out of a trap, this happens. It's just wide open 3. Again, drop coverage is awful, so you're running drop coverage yet again on Luka Doncic. Now, first of all, when you're in drop coverage, you have to always fight over the top. You cannot go underneath. So I guess that's mistake number 1, even though I would never run drop coverage in a million years. But look at this. Because you're dropping, you're just giving Luka Doncic the lane. So they're going to pick and pop here. How on earth is Lauri Markkanen going to get out in time? Even when this player stunts, it doesn't give him enough time. It doesn't give him enough time, Lauri Markkanen enough time to get back out. So they're just going to swing, and everybody's out of place, and it's going to lead to a 2-shot foul. So again, if you're not dropping but you're hedging, look at the difference. Okay, here comes the defense. Up, keep Luka Doncic out of the lane. Now if he pops here, this defender can easily slide here. Okay, and now look at how difficult this. If this skip pass gets made here, this should be an intercept, right? Because I got now these players are 2 passes away. Okay? And I can have some backside help on this pick and pop, right? But you run drop coverage, so you make these passing angles so much more difficult. You make Lauri Markkanen have to recover from a much further spot on the floor, and you're just dead. I mean, the defense is scrambling, and it's a 2-shot foul. If you're going under a ball screen, you've got to jam the screener, so they're going to run a ball. Look here's a ball screen right here. This player can't sag. Look at how much if you're up right now, okay, and getting ready and jamming the screener. So now I'm jamming the screener. It's going to make it much easier for this player to get on the other side. But when you don't jam the screener, look at how much harder it is to go underneath. Look at the difference in if I'm jamming the screener, it's just I'm right there, okay? But not jamming the screener, look at how far under you have to go, and it just leads to an open 3. The dangers of denying beyond the 3-point line. I always talk about right here. Look at this. Why are you guarding beyond the 3-point line? You want to be in the gaps when the ball's here, okay? You're just fine if you're here, okay? Because now if this player comes this way, I can stunt. I'm in the gaps, right? Who cares? If the pass gets made, I can then step up. But when you deny out past the 3-point line, you're put in danger of getting beat backdoor. And guess what? That's exactly what happens here. So you draw help and an easy 2. I don't know what this player's doing for Cleveland. So you're in drop coverage. You know I hate drop coverage, but this is not drop coverage's fault, okay? The big drops right here, all right? I got back because the Mavericks spacing is bad. I got backside help right here on this roll. So we have backside help. What is this player for Cleveland doing? Stay out towards your man. We have the backside help we need, okay? But instead, look what happens. Where's this play? This player's in no man's land. You're not in backside help. We already have backside help. So now, because he's just running around in no man's land, he's late to get out, so it's just rip and go drive to the rim for 2.